The USS Monitor and CSS Virginia fought one of the most famous naval battles in history at the Battle of Hampton Roads, March 8 to 9, 1862, during the American Civil War. Background: when Virginia seceded, Union forces abandoned the Gosport Navy Yard in Norfolk but didn't fully destroy it. The steam frigate USS Merrimac, which had been scuttled and burned, was raised by the Confederates, and they rebuilt her from the waterline up as an ironclad ram. They renamed her CSS Virginia, though many people, North and South, kept calling her the Merrimac out of habit, which is why the battle is often remembered under that name. The Union, worried about this new Confederate weapon, rushed its own ironclad into production, the USS Monitor, designed by John Erickson. It was a radical design: low, flat deck, almost no freeboard, and a single rotating turret with 2 guns. The battle. Day 1, March 8, CSS Virginia steamed into Hampton Roads and wreaked havoc on the wooden Union blockading fleet, sinking USS Cumberland and destroying USS Congress. Cannon fire barely scratched her armored hull. It looked like a catastrophe for the Union Navy. Day 2, March 9, USS Monitor arrived overnight and engaged Virginia the next morning. The 2 ironclads pounded each other for hours at close range, but neither could seriously damage the other. The battle ended essentially in a draw, with both ships withdrawing. Significance: even though it was tactically inconclusive, the battle is considered a turning point in naval history. It proved that ironclad warships had made wooden warships obsolete, and it kicked off a global race to build armored, steam-powered navies. Both ships were short-lived. Virginia was scuttled by the Confederates a couple of months later when they abandoned Norfolk, and Monitor sank in a storm off Cape Hatteras that December. A Nashua historical mystery. A persistent local legend in Nashua, New Hampshire, claims that the city's old Nashua iron and steel works manufactured the massive iron port stoppers used during the Civil War. The city even placed a bronze historical marker at the former works site crediting the plant with their production. Contemporary records, however, tell a different story. They consistently identify Niagara Steam Forge as the manufacturer of the port stoppers. While Nashua was an important center of wartime iron production, the evidence does not support the claim that the Nashua Iron and Steel Works forged these particular pieces. It is a good example of how a local tradition can become accepted history, even when the original records point elsewhere.